This is Kingdom Worker Crash. Abby, take one.
So my name is Abby Collins. I am from Rochester, New York. Growing up, I started going to church when I was 3 with my mom. We've been going to Anchor ever since. I went to VBS's, I went to all the different Sunday school classes, but once I hit middle school, my mom sat me down and was like, you can make your faith your own. You don't have to go to church if you want to, but I'll take you if you do want to. But I ultimately decided in middle school that I didn't really want to go to church because I didn't really see it as cool, I guess. I didn't have a huge friend group that I wanted to go hang out with there, so I felt super intimidated to go. My freshman year of high school in 2016, I went to a youth rally at my church that we hold every fall. I felt super convicted. I was like, wow, church could be kind of cool. This is kind of fun. You know, these people aren't completely weird and crazy. So I decided to start going to church again. I was kind of half in, half out. I believed that there was a God, but I didn't really understand why I was believing what I was believing. So I felt really lukewarm because I didn't really act on the things that I was talking about with my friends. They started talking about CIY Move. I'm like, what is this? This sounds pretty cool. I felt super intimidated walking into the first session because everyone is super hype all the time. There's kids jumping around like crazy. It's just completely loud. There's so much music playing. And then we get into the worship. And since I hadn't really grown up with the crazy worship and all that, it was super intimidating because I was standing there. These kids are raising their arms and they're screaming these crazy worship songs. I'm like, I don't know the words to these songs. I have no idea what's going on. I was actually baptized that week at Moved on that Wednesday. At the university itself, and it was such a great moment because, you know, baptism is just you accepting Jesus into your life, so obviously that's a huge moment for me. And then the next day after that, on Thursday, it's our rec day, so we all went to the beach and 4 more of my friends got baptized. And I just thought that was super cool because growing up outside of the church, I had never seen anyone get baptized before. So to get baptized and then watch a bunch of my friends get baptized was super cool.
Do you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of living God? Yes. Do you put your trust in him as your Savior? Yes. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
My 3rd year at Move, CIY really touched on foster care, and I thought it was really interesting. So I was really hoping to get a foster care Kingdom Worker card. I was like, this is gonna be so cool. If I get one, I can do all these different things. And I was really hoping to get one. And I ended up getting one, and my card was to build a team of people at my church that could be an emergency response team to a foster care ministry. And I honestly had no idea where to start with that. I'm like, how do you build a team of people to be a response team to foster care children? I actually got a text one day from my friend Melissa, who goes to church with me, and she was talking about how she felt called into foster care ministry and that she wanted to start something at our church to do something like that. So I thought, whoa, this is so crazy. Someone else wants to do the same thing that I want to do and just get involved in foster care. So basically, Ray of Light is the name of our ministry, and our goal is to collect clothes for foster care children who are just coming to a new foster care family, and maybe the family didn't have time to go out and get new clothes for the child. So we collect clothes from different donations, either from people in our church or people outside of our church. And we create these different bundles, so sometimes they're in backpacks, sometimes they're just in different tote bags, and we create bundles of clothes to send to those foster care families when they need them. So normally Melissa will get a call when there's a foster care family in need, and we'll come together and we'll sort through different clothes and we'll make the bags, and then Melissa will go and deliver it to that family. Last year, right before COVID hit, we had this donation table where someone would take a tag of a specific size, so maybe a size 6 months for a girl, and they would have to purchase either new or sometimes used and then donate it to us. So then we would put it into different bins and be able to organize it, so we would have clothes for different children of different ages. We would get donations from there, and then sometimes There are different foster care ministries like this in the area that they would close down, or maybe they were overflowing, so sometimes they would just donate to us. I remember in the middle of quarantine, I got a text from Melissa one day, and she was just so amazed because a foster care ministry had actually closed down. They were just done with their ministry. They didn't feel called to do it anymore. And they actually donated all of their stuff to us. So she sent me a picture, and her whole garage was just filled with all these bins. There was probably at least 2 or 3 dozen of them. And then there was a couple strollers, there were suitcases and backpacks. So that really got us moving too, because we got so many donations from that. Sometimes God's calling for you is really unclear, so you kind of have to wait on it sometimes. And sometimes you feel super ambitious and you want to do so many different things, but it's really good to just hone in on maybe one thing or maybe a couple smaller things, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself by trying to put too much on your plate, because I know that I definitely do that, trying to do so many different things and trying to serve in so many different ways. And being able to talk to people that are already involved is really good, because you get to get a feel for what you might want to do or what you might feel called to do. My name is Abby, and I'm a Kingdom worker.